Alrighty, Mr. Stark here, back again. We're going to do some 7th grade math today. Alright, so from Friday, we were doing the unit rate, finding the unit rate, which is one of something, okay? So right now in this little problem, we have $20 per 2/5 of an hour. We want to find the unit rate, which would be per 1 hour. That's the one something in this case, the 1 hour. But we have 2/5 of an hour. We want to get that to be 1. So we want per 1 hour for the unit rate, okay? Now, we have to figure out what to multiply 2/5 by to get 1. Which, as before, what do we need to multiply 2/5 by? That's right, the reciprocal. So the reciprocal in this case is 5/2. 2 and 5 times 5/2 gets you 1. All right, every single time. That's what the multiplying by the reciprocal does. Always gets you 1. So if we do that to the bottom, do that times the top. So 20 times 5/2. I'll show you real quickly. Line this up. Cross simplification. 20 divided by 2 is 10. 1. Multiply across. 10 times 5 is 50. Over 1 times 1 is 1. If you don't like the cross simplification or cross canceling, multiply across, divide down, that's fine. Still get the same thing. So in this case, you're making $50 per 1 hour. $50 an hour. Pretty sweet. I don't make $50 an hour, so tell them that I need a raise. So I make $50 an hour. Thank you. Okay, so that's finding the unit rate. Here we go. On to using a proportion, which is what we're doing today. So it's the same style problem, but we want to find out for 3 hours, not 1 hour. Okay? This is using a proportion. I showed you before how to go and do this with the chart. You would just then multiply by 3, and you would get $150 for 3 hours. That was from the chart. But I'm going to show you to do it in one step now. If it's in proportion, we can set up an equation and solve. So now, if it's in proportion, we can have 20 over 2/5 equal to x over 3, because we're trying to find a certain amount of money per 3 hours. So it's in proportion. 20 over 2/5 equal to x over 3. All right? And then we just have to solve this problem. All right? We need to multiply by, cross multiply. So you can cross multiply here. So cross multiplication, 3 times 20 is 60. And then 2/5 times x is 2/5 x. All right, so you get 60 equals 2/5 x. All right, so this is the beginning of the equation, so the cross multiplication. Now we don't want 2/5 x, so thinking like this, we want it to be 1x. So what did we multiply here? The reciprocal. Multiply this by the reciprocal. Multiply by 5/2. Multiply this by 5/2. All right, and then when you do this multiplication on, you can cross simplify it, and if you don't like that, I'll show you the multiplication and simplification way. So 60 times 5 is 300. 2 times 1 is 2. 300 over 2 simplifies to 150. So this would be $150 per 3 hours. So this would be 150 over 3. So $150 per 3 hours. And that's using the proportion instead of using the chart, so you don't have to do that extra step. But now you have a couple things you could use to solve it, but going further into mathematics, into 8th grade and algebra and stuff, you want to do it the shorter way. So cross multiplication, the cross products, the equation, and solving it. I like you so.